Hello guys, so this is Mad Max Pro X Tiger Edition. This particular scooter is going to Sweden for a customer. So this customer is in Sweden and they requested that we have like a tiger theme for their scooter. So it has this tiger jam kind of feel to it. So you have the tiger on the board, Mad Max Jam. You have another tiger over there. Yeah, you have the tiger strip on the side, okay, and you have another tiger over here. So it looks really cool. I like the combination of the orange with the black. Obviously, a tiger, orange and black. So it looks really cool. I really like it. Yeah, so it has all the amenities, the features and specifications that comes with a Mad Max Pro X. 30,000 watts, 90 miles per hour, lots of torque, very powerful scooter. So when you're riding, make sure that you have all your gear on from head to toe. Make sure that you keep yourself safe and ride responsibly, okay? Ride responsibly and always watch out there on the road, okay? So this, as we know, this the Mad Max is extremely fast. Most likely the fastest scooter in the world. So please, when you're riding, you know, be careful. You have 3 speed modes, so obviously you can tone it down. Anyway, so let me turn on the scooter so we can. So you see the light, the eyes of the tiger over here. It actually lights up when you turn on the side lights. It lights up with the side lights per customer request. So if I turn on the scooter right now with the, you can use the key fob or you can use the key. So I'm going to use the key. So you see that? Yep. The eyes actually light up. That's really sick. It's amazing. All right. Yeah, and then the side lights, obviously. All right. You can change the color scheme or the color combination or whatever in the app in terms of the lights on the side, and it's also at the bottom. So yeah, you can see that. Okay, all right. So yeah, the hydraulic kickstand button is over here. You press it down and it goes in. All right, so you can see it going in there. Okay, and then you press it up and it comes out. All right, so once it comes out, then the scooter will straighten up. Yeah. So yeah, all this features and specifications that come with the Mad Max Pro X. So since this particular scooter is going to Sweden, so it's not going to be in miles per hour, but it's going to be in kilometers per hour. So we adjust the gauge cluster and the CarPlay GPS speedometer into kilometers per hour for the customer. You have your cup holder. Obviously, it also has your side view mirrors. We haven't put it on yet because once we package the scooter, we're going to package together and then the customer can put it on themselves, because then we save space in terms of packaging for shipping. All right. So yeah, it looks really amazing. I love this scooter. Yeah, you have your front and rear view cameras, obviously. All right, and the brake light. Okay, so this one is rocking the black suspension. Okay, the horn, the indicators. Okay, so you have your indicator, your hazard light here. You turn off left indicator. Okay, right indicator. There you go, and the front as well. Okay, there you go. All right, so and then when you have your light on, you can switch between high beam and low beam. Okay, so when you have your low beam on, you have the button here that you can flash the high beam, just like that. Okay, so you have that option as well. So it has a lot of options, just like a car. Okay, all right, it has a whole bunch of options that mostly, obviously, a lot of scooters don't, because this is a big boy scooter. Anyway, yeah, one customer was asking me about any suspension adjustment in terms of the height, and that's what this is here for. Okay, You can adjust this to come up to have more ground clearance, or lower to have, you know, less ground clearance, up to you. But once you have more ground clearance, obviously you have more travel. But we've adjusted it perfectly for the customer, so you don't really have to make any adjustments to it. But once the customer has the screw and they want to make an adjustment and they want to know how to do it, basically you loosen up these screws here and the one up here, and there's other two at the bottom. Yeah, it's a lot of screws to, you know, to make sure that the scooter is very strong and rigid at high speeds. You know, it's not like those ones that you just fold and no, because this scooter is too powerful, has a lot of torque, so you have to make sure that the scooter is strong and rigid. Okay, so once you want to make any adjustments, you need to loosen up those screws. Okay, and then you can bring this up and down depending on how much ground clearance you want or how much travel you want in the suspension. Okay, so you have that great option as well. And then when it comes to the rear suspension, you can also adjust the stiffness. All right, so you can adjust it right here. You use the what they call the clamp over here, and then you just can adjust it for more stiffness or for more softness. So you have that option as well. And obviously it has the two sides for charging, because the scooter comes with two chargers. So you can be charging one on this side and one on that side. Okay, all right, so it makes you charge twice as fast. All right, so you get two 8 amp chargers that totaling 16 amps of charging. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the button for the lights on the side, and this button is for the fan. So when I turn it on, yeah, pretty loud. So let me turn it off. Yeah, it sounds amazing, like it's like a jet engine, you know. You have your music controls over here. Okay,
the Bluetooth device is with power off.
So you have your speaker, the big speaker over here, and then the small speaker on the side here. Okay, all right, the cup holder. Yeah, your other controls on this side. That's the speed controls. So first speed, second speed, third speed. Okay, all right. So yeah, let me turn off the indicator. All right, and once you turn on the lights and you have the high beam on, the gauge cluster goes dark for night, what do you call it, night view. All right, because I think a lot of phones do that. So when you're using the GPS for the mapping, yeah, so when you turn it off, this is the day view, night view, day, night. Okay, all right, so you have that option too. I mean, it has that feature. And this button here is to turn on the throttle. You turn it on, now the throttle is engaged. You can use the throttle, but when you're not using the scooter and you have it on, make sure this is off, so that when someone turns the throttle, it will not jump off, because the scooter has a lot of torque. Okay, yeah, so, and obviously you have your wireless phone charger. You can either use USB to charge it, or you can just put your phone here. If your phone supports wireless charging, you can just put it there, and your phone the phone will be charging. But you have to make the switch in the back, whether you want to use USB charging or wireless charging. You have to make the switch in the back. All right, so you have your new Mad Max emblem over there with the bull with the horns. Okay, yeah, that's the back, very bright, and your 220 brake disc for the front and the back. Okay, very powerful brake system. Yeah, for a powerful scooter, you need a very powerful brake system. So yeah, all right, and your key, and you have your key fob too, so you can arm the scooter with your key fob to, you know, for the alarm. So this is the key. Okay, so right now, once you turn it off, it's armed. Okay, so when someone tries to use the scooter or whatever, you know, it's gonna, you see, as soon as you touch it, all right, okay, and then it locks the rear wheel. Let me turn it off, it's really loud. So, and then it locks the rear wheel, so you cannot move the scooter once, you know, it's armed. So it cannot be moved, and it makes a lot of noise, okay? So the key fob, and you can also use the key fob to turn it on. To turn it on is this, use the lightning button, you press it twice, and then the scooter is on, okay? All right, so yeah, Mad Max Pro X Tiger Edition, 30,000 watts of power, what do you call it, 90 miles per hour scooter. So very powerful scooter, big boy scooter, and here you have it, okay? So I'll see you on the next one. There's gonna be a whole bunch of different themes coming up, so I'll see you in the next videos. Take care and have a good one.